preliminary information, sorry, no longer preliminary. These are results from our entrance polls conducted across several Nevada caucus locations. We can show you some information about what we know so far about who is showing up and how they broke in the vote. Take a look at this. LZ, break this down for me. This is a look at the age breakdown in Democratic Nevada caucus goers.
Well, at first glance, based upon all the reports and upon what we know of the two campaigns, this number alone is great news for Hillary Clinton. Why? Because it looks like a bunch of old folks are going to show up, and the young kids don't have the numbers to actually have a greatest impact as Bernie Sanders obviously would like.
And here we have a look at the age breakdown in terms of how they broke, and there you go, from the 17 to 44-year-olds, you're the younger demographic there, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, and I feel good because that must mean I'm still young. As I see that, someone still consider me young, so that's good news.
Breaking news, everybody. Elziger Anderson, still young.
Still
but here
young.
we go for the 45-plus caucus goers. You're right again, Hillary Clinton pulling in the majority of those in that age group.
Which, reflects a lot of the endorsements that you've been seeing as well, particularly when you consider the membership of the Congressional Black Caucus. Who did they get behind? Hillary Clinton. When you look over the Latino side, the older Latino activists, if they come out in support of Hillary Clinton, the younger voices, Bernie Sanders.
That's right, and not unlike what we saw in New Hampshire. If you want to take a quick look back, Democrats there, 65 and over, heavily went to Clinton, 63 to 36. Democrats younger than 30, heavily broke for Sanders, 79 to 19. He crushed it there with the young people. We've got more information now to bring you. Again, this is from entrance polls conducted across Nevada locations. LZ?
This is another number that doesn't look good for Hillary Clinton because what we know Bernie Sanders is banking on is the energy of brand new people getting involved in the political process. Here you have almost 60 to 30 in terms of percentile being brand new people to come into a caucus.
And of those who had not previously attended a caucus, there you go. Sanders again with the majority.
It's a fascinating dynamic between the two. You have what's considered the pragmatic choice, which would be Hillary Clinton, which is appealing to older people, people who've been here before.
Right.
And then you have the idealism of the young vote and people who haven't got involved with this process before, and you're seeing it reflected there. I remember voting for Hillary's husband, Bill, and he representing some sort of revolution. So it makes sense every generation has an ideal of what a revolution looks like.
Right, even if it is a 70-plus-year-old man.
Even if it's a 70-plus-year-old man who's been in politics his entire life.
The heart wants what the heart wants, Josie. We're going to keep bringing you more information,
Was that
of course.
commentary? I can't tell.
That's just truth. That's all that is.
Okay.
As the night continues, so do stay with us. I do want to show you, though, some live picture from earlier today. For those of you who are watching this live stream, as I told you, we're fanned out across all these key locations. And in Nevada, this is picture from inside a caucus location earlier today. Take a look.
All right, now comes the fun part and what makes a caucus a caucus. Now that we know the number needed for viability, it is time for us to join our presidential preference groups. Before we start, I have a little bit of legalese that I need to remind everyone about. Just remember, all public meetings at all levels of the Democratic Party in Nevada shall be open to all members of the party, regardless of race, age, color, creed, national origin, religion, ethnic identity, sexual orientation, gender identity/expression, economic status, philosophical persuasion, or physical disability. Okay? Robert, we are ready to do initial lineup. Okay, folks, at this point, I will give everyone up to 15 minutes to align themselves with their presidential preference. I don't think it's going to probably take 15 minutes, given that you all seem to be sitting together, but 15 minutes is the time that we have. Please go and stand in the preference group of your choice. It looks like Senator Sanders supporters over here.
This was inside a Nevada
supporters
caucus
of
location. Just a fascinating look at how this process unfolds.
Fascinating, disturbing to know that a country as technologically advanced as we are is still helping to decide the President of the United States by standing.
Yeah, and moving to one side of the room or the other. And yet this is exactly what is happening or has been happening across several locations in the state of Nevada tonight. A couple of key things to point out tonight, just to remind you about what is at stake. Remember, this is the first in the West to vote. So this state kind of sets this tone, if you will, and carries forward a lot of momentum to some of these candidates in terms of how they do moving forward. The caucuses there began at 3 p.m. Eastern, which is why we have some of that great entrance poll information for you already. And it's all about the numbers, right, LZ?
Yeah, 33 delegates at stake, which doesn't sound like a great deal, but considering how close Iowa finished, 33 delegates, dividing that up, big number for these two.
That's right.